Good morning and welcome back to Good News segment of WKNI TV 25. I warned y'all, we've got Jessica and Dawn from the Sweet Homewreckers, Andalusia, Alabama. You just don't look like no wreckers to me.
Looks can be deceiving.
That's right.
Well, I don't know now, y'all. That's some tough stuff out there, roller derby and all that.
It can be.
It can be. As long as you do it safe, you're still going to get hurt, regardless. You know, eventually. It's just, you know, how you do it. Or if you do it safely, then it's not going to be as bad.
Right.
This is a hometown team.
Yes.
I had no clue about it till we went out and saw y'all. You know,
We're brand new. We still have that new league smell. We're brand new.
Well, honestly, when I first met y'all didn't have that new league smell.
Right? We probably had a different kind of smell.
Oh, that was terrible. Because y'all were out there sweating and
Oh, yeah.
practicing.
Yeah, we've been practicing for about 2 hours. So.
Wow. But anyway, I can get in so much trouble. Just slap. No, don't.
I'll hip check you instead.
Yes.
Hip check me.
Or shoulder check you maybe.
Shoulder.
Yeah, that's a shoulder check.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're moving out on the square here shortly out on Andalusia. And when we do that, we'll have y'all come out in your
Oh,
gear.
yeah.
Oh, awesome.
That would be cool.
You can't do that out here. I mean, there's rock and ground
Right?
and dirt.
Yeah, rocks are our enemies. Trust
You
me.
hit a rock and you go flying and then it's over.
First-hand experience.
What? I thought this sport died.
It did, the old incarnation of it. It experienced a rebirth in 2005 in Austin, Texas, and they just kind of revamped it and made it less about the spectacle and the throwing punches and the kicking with skates and things like that, less like, you know, professional wrestling and more like an actual sport. It is a definite sport, it's legitimate, it's a real thing, and there are rules. You know, like I said, no chicken wings, no elbows, you know, that'll get you sent straight to the penalty box. And it's the fastest growing sport in the nation right now.
Wow. And we've got it right here in Andalusia.
Right.
That's right.
Wow. Okay, because that was one of the questions I had for you. Is it fake or real?
No, it's
Definitely
real.
real.
It's
Okay,
real.
so
I've
it's not
reasons
like
to
it
prove.
used to be, and
No.
where they go all of a sudden they flip over the rail and end out in the
Right.
audience, and you know that still can happen, but it's
It's
not
possible,
yeah.
but we
Less
learn how
likely.
to fall safely. That way you don't injure yourself majorly. I mean, you're still going to get injured.
Y'all need to teach
but-
me that out there on the skating rink. I don't have
injured,
great
you're
success.
out, so you don't want to get injured.
Right. Gosh, what possessed y'all? I mean,
Well,
how do you find out about roller derby in Andalusia?
my friend Jama Jenkins would always post on Facebook that she just got back from derby practice and it was awesome and it was so fun. And I kept seeing her post and I was like, man, I would love to be a part of a roller derby team. That just seems like something that would be really cool and exciting and different. And I looked around and there were no teams anywhere near us at all. And somebody said, why don't you just start your own? And it just kind of grew from there.
She like posted it and everybody just jumped on board.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
And there was a bunch of ladies out there too, and they were all having fun. It looked like too.
it is fun. Like I said, as long as you do it safely, you can have a blast doing it. But I just wanted something, you know, 'cause I love skating, but there's nothing around here. So, and you can take out your frustration. It's like football on skates.
That's what I tell people.
Basically, it's football on skates.
That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Them taking out the frustration. Yeah.
Anger management.
Anger management.
There you go.
Yeah. Boy, this is my husband and this is my boyfriend and
No, all that stuff will get you.
No, you got to
can't
do it the right way.
yeah, but some of you don't mind penalizing to get that frustration out. I know women. I've been married to one for 38 years. And there's no penalty box where we're at. But anyhow, this is cool. So how many ladies are on the team?
Currently we have 16 or 17 paying members. And we're growing all the time and we're recruiting right now. So if you're interested, please visit our Facebook.
Yes.
We'll go to that. We're gonna get to a bunch of this in a little bit in the program,
I
but
didn't mean to jump ahead.
that's
sorry.
no, hey, I don't want to get in the penalty or have see you go to the penalty box with
Yeah.
a smile on your face. Anyway, But there's your Facebook page, folks who are able to see it. It is Sweet Homewreckers, all one word, behind www.facebook.com/Sweet Homewreckers. And boy, I'll tell you what, somebody done some great artwork on that. I like that.
That was
That's
pretty cool.
But how did you come up with Sweet Homewreckers? Come on.
We were brainstorming ideas, and people were throwing out ideas, and one of our members, Angie, our dear Angie, she just said, hey, what about like a play on Sweet Home Alabama, and Wreckers to make it tough.
So we got Sweet Homewreckers, and everybody voted, and that's how we got it.
It was pretty much unanimous. It's a good name.
Okay, you practice at Robinson Park?
Those are our off skates.
It's just endurance training and stuff like that.
Endurance.
Oh, okay. All right,
Muscle
I got you. And roller derby time. Oh,
that was
Star
when we were in the
News.
Star News.
Okay.
Yes.
Gee, when was that? May 20th. That's about the time we ran into y'all.
No. This is a repost. We were in the newspaper earlier, at the end of April, I think. April?
March, April,
something
like that. So.
We're pretty new, so it wasn't that long ago. But.
All right, do your bit. Skate to work, save gas.
Oh yeah.
Our awesome Lindy posted that.
Okay.
She's in charge of the Facebook fan page.
And there is your.
It's our logo.
Yes.
Logo.
And our Angie, her husband, Josh Scott, created that, and our Jennifer Warren, her husband, cleaned it up for us and made it look all cool.
It does look cool. I'm just trying to see where the elbow is. I'm looking. Is that a skull?
Yes.
It is. It's a skull.
Okay, I'm just.
For the toughness.
You know.
And the star on her helmet says she's a jammer.
Okay, we're going to talk about the different positions in roller derby, folks. Boy, am I blushing or what? But, Rick, shut up. But we'll be back. We got to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to talk about the sport itself, because I remember back in my day, it was totally different than what I, am being told now. And we'll talk about the rink. We'll talk about the exhibition of where y'all do it at, and talk about your seasons and stuff. So with all that being said, we're going to take a quick break. Can somebody over there say keep it real?
Keep it real.
Keep God in it. Boy, I'll tell you, we have some great stuff coming up on roller derby here. Just a lot more in a few moments. So with Jennifer.
Jessica. Oh, I get that all the time.
Jessica and Dawn. You know how I remember Dawn?
Dishwashing liquid?
Nope.
Everybody else does.
Delta Dawn.
My aunt used to sing that to me when I was a kid.
Really? Yep. But that's, I try, and Jessica, Jennifer.
I get that all the time.
Which one is it?
Jessica.
Jessica. That's what I said.
I get that all the time. I get mixed up. You can call me by my derby name. We have derby names.
Oh, what's your derby name?
Accidental Horcrux. I'm a Harry Potter fan.
Jessica would be
yes.
much
And Dawn
easier.
is...
And the lights out.
We're going to be back right after that. Good morning and welcome back to WKNI TV 25. I had somebody come up to me the other day. I had Susan Harris on here from EMA. I've had my wife on here every day, and I had the young ladies from the library on here last week as well. And they go, Eddie, you get all them pretty women sitting next to you all the time. How do I get a job like that? And Rick, what did I tell you? He's like, my wife's not watching. But anyhow, we were talking off camera about this is a new upcoming sport. So you're at the very beginning of the stages. We talked about some long-term injuries. And they're not, nobody else would consider them injuries but these folks. And we'll talk about that. But first... Everybody's like, what is he talking about? Well, first, all right, the team is being put together. So we don't have any scheduled games yet.
Not yet.
How many teams are in the league?
In our league or like in the...
Entire. I mean, it's a nationwide sport.
Oh, it's a nationwide. Yes. Okay, all right.
It's divided into divisions like football.
Wow.
And they're some local teams. There's Crestview, Montgomery has a team, Mobile, where else?
Pensacola, Milton.
Yeah, Milton. Jama's from the Milton team. And they, I mean, that's just near us. I mean, they're all over the place.
Now, there's a lady that was going to be here, but I guess she sent you.
Yes, that's Jama.
That was Jama. She couldn't make it.
Okay, and now she is what?
She's our mentor. She belongs to the Milton roller derby team.
She's our coach, basically.
She's our coach.
Okay.
So, well, like she's our coach for right now, but like we like to call her our mentor because she's just offering her time completely free and out of the goodness of her heart.
Driving from Milton to here.
Yes, and that is what roller derby is about. It's a sisterhood, and it's about. I mean, when I first joined, like, people were just like, hey, I heard you were starting a new league. If you need any help, like, people from all over the country.
Wow.
I've had contacts in Texas and just all over the place. People are like, yeah, we heard you were starting a new league, and that's awesome. Is there anything we can do to help you? And it's just like open arms, just love.
They want to help, and then, of course, eventually we'll play them, and then, you know.
That's what they want. They want us to be good
so that
play them.
Huh. Wow, I had no clue. I really didn't how big this is. So there's several teams in this division, and then we're looking at national overall, and there's probably that many or more.
Right.
Okay, in each division. So do y'all have well, you won't know this yet because you're just building, but y'all have like a schedule that you go out on.
Yes.
And then you'll have like the finals to get to see who in the division.
Probably. We haven't really gotten that far in our thoughts. A lot of people do have like regionals and nationals and things like that you can go to. And actually, this is pretty exciting. We're hoping, like, we're up for consideration to be an Olympic sport in the 2020 Olympics.
Wow, look out.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Pretty exciting.
You know, and that's come a long way for the sport then, because back in the day it used to be, well, it's wrestling.
The roller derby.
Yeah. And it was all about real physical contact, or, you know.
It's still about real physical contact.
Well, not, but I use the word real.
Throwing punches, though.
Yeah, they beat each other up.
Pulling hair.
Yeah.
Kicking with skates. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's not like that anymore.
Right, and then just running over people.
Right.
And it happens, okay, but not, on purpose. Okay.
Not on purpose.
Supposedly. All right.
Definitely not on purpose.
Okay. Take me through a team. All right. How many are on a team?
Well, in a team you can have up to, I think, 14 on a team. And then actually on the track at one time from one team, there are 5 people on a track at one time. One of those is the jammer. She's the only one who can score points. And she has a star on her helmet, like in our logo. Her job is to go around the track and pass as many of the opposing members of the other team as she can. And for every member of the opposing team that she passes, she gets a point. And then the rest of the team, there are 4 blockers, and their job is to keep the other team's jammer from scoring points. So they're going to block her and try to knock her down, try to slow her down, and let their jammer through. So it's very much like football on wheels, but everybody's going in the same direction.
Right, and they're going in a circle.
Right.
And so the jammer's like your running back.
Right.
She's the one that is going to run the ball in and score the points. Although there's no ball, but you get what I'm saying.
The person is the ball.
The person is the ball. That's
Okay,
exactly right.
She's got to go through one time, and then at that second lap, she can start scoring points for every person.
That's why you see them trying to come through, and then they get out in front, and they go around.
Right.
And then they go boom on the ground, and then up again, and they get going. Yeah.
Because if you fall, you've got to get right back up within just a few seconds.
Okay. Yeah, because otherwise everybody's like miles ahead of you.
Right.
But all right, so you score points by the amount of. When is game over?
They call it a jam. It's like a down in football, and each jam is 2 minutes. And so the jammer, the lead jammer, the first one who gets it through and passes everyone that on the other team, she's the lead jammer, and she can call off the jam. So that's like a strategic move. If you're ahead and you don't want the other person to score points, then you want to call off the jam and say, hey, no more, let's call it off. And the way you call off the jam is you touch your hips repeatedly. And if anybody's seen Whip It, it's not like Whip It, but that's what they're doing when they're touching their hips. That's calling off the jam. And then...
It has nothing to do with hip check.
No, that's different than hip check. And then... and you have to be careful because that almost looks like a vulgar gesture when you do that.
Yes.
Trust me, it's not.
We're going to be talking about some other things that sound bad, but they're not.
No.
It's a family sport.
Right, it's definitely a family sport. Family oriented, and we keep it, our members follow a strict code of conduct because we want to be able to have young kids be able to come. And actually, eventually we want to have a junior roller derby for the from ages 7 to 17. And get the kids involved because it's a great physical sport.
It is.
Oh, it is. I mean, just out there, I can remember the days when I used to roller skate. I was the John Travolta on roller
All
skate.
right.
And yeah, if you believe that, I'll
Sure
show
you
you a
were.
bridge.
No.
Yeah. But anyhow, I enjoyed it. We used to go on Saturday night skate rink nights for the kids and stuff when I was growing up. And you know, I love skating, but I could never get the knack of just the smooth, you know, thing. I'd have to and run, and then, you know, go and coast, and then run, and then coast, and that was me skating. And then those rubber stoppers were on the front.
Right.
They're
still in front.
Okay, those were deadly because I'd be going, and all of a sudden somebody'd shoot across from me. I'd put my toes down, and I go back, right? And that floor is hard.
It is hard. I can attest to that.
That's why we have protective gear.
And you fall forward onto your knees because that's where your padding is. And we say every time you fall on your butt, God kills a kitten. That's what we say to keep you from falling backwards. It keeps people from falling backwards and hurting themselves.
And it's called. Okay.
I didn't think it was that funny.
Well, what goes through Eddie's mind is not quite what normally goes through other people's mind. You know, I mean, I'd hate to see what you would call killing a puppy.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
You don't have that.
No.
Okay.
But if people need that extra incentive, like if they already don't like cats, then we're like...
Which we actually have one that said she does not like cats. We're like, okay, imagine
so
she's
she's on her butt all the time.
No, we told her God kills a puppy every time she falls.
Right.
So there's the puppy. Okay. All right. Well, this is quickly going nowhere.
Sorry.
No, that's my fault. I'm supposed to be able to lead this, and I'm all over. You know, I feel like I'm in the middle of a lightning storm and going. And
we have that effect on people.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Especially when there's physical harm that can come anytime. Anyway, so we've got a team of 5 out there on the field.
Right.
On the
track.
The track.
All right. Is it a bank track like?
No.
It is basically the dimensions of a bank track collapsed onto the floor. So it's a regulation track. You have to follow the guidelines to tape it off. But it's flat, so you can play anywhere pretty much.
So you don't have to have the special rails?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
All right. Wow. I'm learning, folks.
No rails.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the seats that are on the floor that are closest to the track, they're called the suicide seats.
I can't imagine that. I mean, yeah.
Wouldn't know why.
Yeah. Yeah, guys. Yeah, get the front row. Rick, get your ticket. Okay, Carlton?
We're there.
Okay.
All
Where's
right.
Carlton? Oh, he's over there hiding somewhere. He's like, I'm not going to listen to this.
Playing with stuff.
Okay.
Okay, well.
Adjusting volume levels.
Got it.
Yes, sir. He's over there killing the kitten. I think this might be a good time to take a commercial break. All right. Yeah, everybody's like, commercial break. Anyway, so you'll be playing at, or I guess it's playing. Or competing.
Yeah. No, it's playing.
It's playing. It's like playing a game, but it's called a bout instead.
It's about.
Mm-hmm.
About. I like that. Boy, that was slick, Eddie. But anyhow, you'll be at for your home games?
Actually, there's not enough room at the actual rink to.
Oh.
Well, I mean, there's enough room to have a track, but there's not enough room to have spectators because it's not really large enough. And roller derby draws. I don't know about us in the very beginning, but established leagues can draw 1,500 people, 2,000.
Business
about.
people out there, are you listening to this?
We need sponsors.
Definitely.
That and somebody building a roller rink.
Oh, that would be an excellent thing.
Yes.
We would love you
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah, you
That'd be
make money
perfect.
during the week and weekends from the regular people coming out there,
Right.
and then have your league games going on out there as well.
Right.
So, hey, somebody that's looking to. How can you turn her down?
Please.
Golly. I don't think I've hit this microphone that much in years.
We have that effect
So,
on people.
I'm telling you. This is called the mic bounce. Okay? Mic check.
Mic check.
Yeah, no, that's another thing altogether.
Right.
But we're going to go ahead and take a commercial break. We really need to. And then we're going to come back and talk about how people can get involved.
Okay.
Okay, what your needs are. Okay, as far as, the team, whether you talked about sponsors and you lit up and said, hey, businesses, okay, we'd like to jump on board ourselves and we'll talk about
All
some
right.
other things. I love this
Excellent.
stuff. Yeah,
That rocks.
I love this stuff. And this is good for the kids, and we're going to
Yes.
talk about that. All right, good, clean,
Exactly.
fun out, and it's a physical sport, so the health and well-being is taken care of as well.
Definitely.
So where else can you go out and beat up your No, I'm sorry. You don't practice on your husbands, do you?
No, not
No.
usually.
Guys, we'll be praying for you. Did you notice how they said that in unison? Not
that wasn't even
usually?
planned.
Yeah, golly. Scary. Okay, maybe we'll do an interview with the husbands next.
They call them derby widows.
Derby
call them.
widows.
Because when you join derby, it becomes like part of your life. It becomes like a lifestyle type thing.
Yes.
Okay.
And for those of us in the management positions, it's like having a second job. It really is.
Well, I can see how that would be. All right, well, we're going to take that commercial break. Remember,
Keep it real.
keep God in it. We'll be back right after these messages with these fine, beautiful young ladies talking about roller derby right here in Andalusia, Alabama. Good morning and welcome back to WKNI TV 25. Good news segment. Boy, I'll tell you, this one's going down in the record books for
right.
the most giggles I've had here forever. You guys are total. I thought Ted Watson had the cake on it for the superintendent when he was on the show that day. And but no, you ladies have definitely taken the trophy home for that one. There you go. That's, yeah. But anyhow, I don't know where we were at. We were off camera talking about different things. I know you want to show your shirts off that you had made
Oh, yeah.
specially.
Yes.
And
Yes, definitely.
you can't. Nobody.
I can't see.
Well, you can go around in front.
We could go around.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we'll let you do that. 'Cause
Okay.
You're going to show me a hip check before we go off.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll let Dawn do that. She's
Okay.
really good at it. She was looking at me like, can I do it, please?
Is it going to hurt?
She'll be
I'll be gentle.
She'll be gentle with you. She will. I tell you though, Dawn in practices has
Randy,
like,
don't you wish you were over here?
hey, come on, Dawn can take out 2 or 3. I like that. Never mind. Dawn is tough though. She's our tough girl. She's just knocking people over.
See,
left
I
and
look
right.
all sweet and innocent until you
Yeah,
get me out there on the
She's
track.
really not.
How many of you out there really want to see Eddie get hip checked? Yeah, boy, everybody, yeah.
He's raising his hand.
Guys? Well, as bad as my wife raised her hand, I mean.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Always.
I like
She's
those
gonna,
new
she,
moves I can get,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah. She can threaten you with it.
Go home. The show's over. That's it. Okay, y'all don't understand, okay? I've lived a charmed life for 38 years. You don't have to come over here and get me whooped. But,
You could get your wife on the team.
Yes.
We're recruiting.
Definitely.
No, only ladies.
Only ladies.
no, I'm
Sorry.
raising my hand for her to be on the
I was
team.
about to say,
Oh.
we do need refs though, and non-skating officials. So if you can't skate, you can still help out.
Randy, that sounds like a job for you. Anyhow, I'm sure there will be no problem finding referees out there for y'all. But let's go back, okay? We're talking about, and it's funny, but it's not, and people are going to ask the question, okay? All right, well, y'all are ladies, y'all are married, okay? And y'all have kids. And y'all don't have, I mean, there's, what do you call that when you're pregnant out there? I mean,
9-month injury.
That's a 9-month injury.
All right, you don't skate when you're pregnant.
No, you're not allowed to skate.
And that's a written rule, not a made-up one.
That's in the Constitution.
Because it's got to be safe and all
Right.
that.
Definitely.
And so that's what we were laughing earlier. I was anyway about, oh boy, these injuries are long. And you have no idea, 18, 20 years to life. But,
Right?
I've got 2 of those injuries. But no, they're great. I've got some great kids. My son just came back from Afghanistan.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, we're going to have him on here hopefully this week as well and talking. But anyway, let's go back to roller derby. And who can get involved in it?
Do you want to take it?
Oh, sure. Any female, 18 years old and up, if you can skate, or even if you can't skate, you can get out there and learn. We have some women that haven't been on skates in 10 years, you know, or if not more, and we'll get out there and start teaching them how to re-skate. So if you want to get out there and just get involved, just go for it. Just come out to one of our practices and see if that's what you want to do, and if so, then join up.
Well, the age limits?
There is no age limit.
You have to
Really?
be 18 till.
or up.
Oh, okay. I was
I
going to say.
recently read an article about a grandmother who was doing roller derby. She was 65.
Yep.
Roller
Wow.
derby.
I
She
just
said she
watched.
was going to keep going until she broke a hip.
Boy, that sounds encouraging. I just watched this morning the oldest woman, or oldest person, or oldest woman to ever base jump. She base jumped. 103 years old.
Holy
Oh
cow.
my goodness.
And she got
Wow.
down on the ground and she said, "Honey, let's do it again." And she was all excited.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I was
I'm
like,
not brave enough for that.
oh, not me either.
I probably would try it.
They
Yeah,
jumped
you
off. They jumped off a bridge.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
I'm
I
brave
kind
enough
of
for derby.
secretly want to do that. Just
Of course you do.
I
Sure,
do.
I can understand that because you're going to hip check Eddie out here. You're that sporty type person, boy. I'll tell you.
Yes.
And it's so weird because I never played organized sports during school at all.
Really?
Ever.
Cheerleader?
Nope. I
No.
tried out like one time in middle school and that was it. And I didn't
never
make
played
it,
sports
so
either.
I never played sports.
Wow. That's kind of like a built up,
It's, right, it's built up. It's been latent all these
Yes.
years.
and it comes out when she hip checks.
She'll knock you over and give you bruises.
No.
Well, not you, but I mean, like,
Oh,
it's
okay.
happened. It has
It has happened.
All right.
After
I'm
our
being
last
told
practice.
from in my ear over here that the insurance doesn't cover me for hip checking.
Oh.
So
Darn.
Speaking of insurance, all of our skaters are required to have insurance through the Women's Flat Derby Association. So we cover our girls. We take care of our own.
so
Yes.
if there's injuries and things like that,
It's covered.
It's covered.
Yes.
Anything
See,
on skates.
That's what's wrong with some of these semi-pro teams that come out and they do football and they do all this other things. They get out there and these guys love doing what they're doing, but they don't have the proper things to protect them.
Right.
And they work during the week and they've got jobs like y'all do, and if they get injured,
Then they're out.
They're out.
Right.
I mean, I saw a man. What was it, 2 years ago in Montgomery at one of the games? The guy was incredible quarterback, and he had potential to move on, and he had a great job. I think it was a UPS or FedEx driver, and he got hit, and it was not only career ending, but it job ended.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because here he'd been with the company for like 5-6 years and had a good start in it, and was moving up the ladder and ripped out both his knees at the same
Oh,
time.
gosh.
Wow.
And so FedEx, UPS, you need them.
You need your
Yeah.
knees.
Yep. And then he had no insurance.
Oh, that's
So,
terrible.
Yeah, I talked to him a while back, and he actually was being scouted when that happened.
Oh.
So yeah, so You know,
That's
these
terrible.
are real things, you know, that you got to prepare for. So if you're going to do it, at least y'all are doing it with the right credentials, and I commend you on that.
Well, thank you.
And y'all have got the right attitude as well. All right, now, it takes something that we all, other than players and things, the equipment costs money. How much does your equipment for one person run?
It depends on what caliber equipment you're looking for. If you just want bare bones and get started, you can find some quad skates. I found mine on Amazon, and I think they were like $40.
Yeah.
And then
Wow.
you can get, and skates can go up to,
Like $600-700.
Yeah.
Wow.
Easily.
That's like bowling balls, right, Rick?
Yes, sir.
it depends, it's like with anything else, it
We're in
depends on how
bowling.
much you want to, it depends on how much you want to put into it. Bowling is a dangerous sport too.
Oh, it is.
I can see.
When I'm around.
Me too.
Yeah, people don't like being behind me.
No, me either.
Yeah, I make a strike.
I play
behind
gutter balls.
Gutter. That sounds like somebody else I know. But before I get in any more trouble, okay, so the equipment can be anywhere from...
Right. It depends on how much you want to put into it. Most, like the middle of the line good skates are like 150, 120, something like that.
Something like that.
And they're usually like Rydell's, you know. And
It's
then
kind of I used to skate with when I was a kid.
I have some really off-brand cheapy skates, but
Me
they're
too.
good enough for getting started.
Right.
And I've told a lot of the girls, I was like, hey, listen, first of all, in the beginning, you don't even have to buy skates because we're at the op skating rink currently,
Right.
and they supply skates to everyone that comes to practice. So, but if you want to get something to get started and you're not sure if roller derby is for you and you're going to do this long term, don't put a lot of money into it. I would invest in some very nice knee pads.
Yes,
at first.
because you
The
need them.
knees and the hips are what...
Yeah, but we don't have hip pads, so
No,
you know,
no hip pads.
you're just stuck with it.
You can get padded shorts if you need them, just in case you do fall backwards
And kill the kitty.
and kill the kittens.
Yes.
Right, exactly. I would invest in some good quality knee pads.
Yes.
though.
And
Yeah.
the uniforms and everything like that.
Uniforms will be paid for by the league when we get there. We don't have uniforms yet because seriously, we just got started just a couple months ago, and it's really snowballed with like the interest, and everyone's like, wow, I've been waiting for there to be a derby team here for so long, you know, and it was like, you know, it just took somebody, you know, lighting that spark, and then
Right.
and then it just
Well,
here
we
we are.
will definitely be following up with a torch behind that
All
because
right.
Well, good.
you ladies are totally awesome, and
Thanks.
so
They
are the
are.
ladies that we met out there. I mean,
Everyone
it's-
on our team was great.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't threaten to hip check me like somebody has, but they were really nice.
Sorry about that.
You got to control her more, you know? I mean, come on. All right, now,
At least
all that
My inner
costs-
derby's coming out.
her alter ego.
There you go.
Okay.
That's what the names are for. That's your alter ego.
Well,
When derby names, and you pick your derby name, sometimes you pick something silly, sometimes you pick something that's
yours
nerdy.
was what?
And the lights out.
And
Delights out.
And delightful.
and the lights out. You scare me. You do. I mean, just talking to you off camera
Aw.
and on camera, it's like, oh, he'll check you.
And she was like, oh, like that was the sweetest compliment ever.
Yeah.
She's fearless. She's not afraid of anything. Every time
I am.
time Jama says
fear
we need
pain.
to do something new, Dawn's like, let me try that first. And
Yeah, I love
great.
it.
Well, we're going to come out. We're going to talk to you off camera when we get done here about coming out and videotaping some of your stuff
Cool.
so
Okay.
people can actually see what's going on.
Cool.
We'll put it up on our website. Let y'all put a link up on your Facebook page to it and all, and
Okay.
Alright.
go from there. But we want to stand behind y'all because I think this is great for the community, and WKNI has been about community and bringing unity together, and this is huge. This is unifying the women in this community, the children, to have somebody to look up to.
Right.
Okay, that's huge in my heart, and I can see the desire in y'all's, and y'all have children. How old are your children?
My
They can't be
children-
old now. Please don't tell me you have one in college.
Oh, no, not quite yet. I have a 9-year-old, and my 7-year-old will turn 8 in a couple weeks, and then I have a 6-year-old.
6, 7,
And my 6-year-old is dying to get out there on skates. She's
Oh,
begging
yes.
for skates.
Mine.
What's
Love
her
it.
name going to be out there?
Oh, she doesn't have one yet.
Oy.
It'll be something fearsome, though. She's
Yeah.
pretty fearsome.
And you?
Well, all of mine still have birthdays this year, but I've got a 12-year-old, a 10-year-old, and a 6-year-old.
See, you guys, I'm sorry, you look like teenagers.
Aw, thanks.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to this
I
hip
like
check.
this
from
guy.
I do
everybody.
too.
Yeah, we're going to get hip
He's trying
check.
to butter you up so you don't hip check him.
Probably.
That's what it is.
No, because everybody out there is going to say, yeah, you got to get hip checked. So we may just do it, may have to move the camera a little bit, but we'll do it.
I'll be easy. I won't hurt you.
Oh, thank you.
We'll just demonstrate.
Yes.
Eddie has been very restrained this morning. All right, sponsors.
We are looking for sponsors. We just anybody who wants to donate anything at this point. We don't have much to offer yet because nobody sees, we don't have bouts to have like banners hang at. But seriously, make us an offer, please. We would love to have sponsors.
Yes. Anything that can help with fundraising,
Yes.
because Derby does cost a lot of money. To get everything done, we have to pay for rink space and, anything
and yes,
that we want to
paying
do.
to do this.
Yes, we pay to do this.
Wow.
So,
Incredible.
Yard
Incredible.
sale, bake sale.
Yes, we're having a car wash this coming up weekend on
on
the
the
8th.
Where?
at AutoZone.
At AutoZone.
From
Here?
about 12 until whenever.
Whenever.
Yeah, here in
Alright.
Andalusia.
When?
This next weekend, the 8th, June
All
the
right,
8th, Saturday.
make sure you write that down for us,
I will.
and
Okay.
I'll read an announcement that'll play and play and play. And play.
Oh, great.
And
That'd
that
be
way
awesome.
we'll get
That's
people to-
awesome.
yeah, no problem.
Good
Like I
deal.
said,
Yay.
the hip check's getting a little lighter. I can
Right?
feel it.
Every second. Every second.
But no, and then you don't have a lot to offer, but you do.
But we do. We will eventually.
Well, you do
Other
now
leagues.
because you're given. Let me tell you what you ladies got, okay? And I know y'all brought a opportunity for our young people forward, and that's what I love, okay, about this. You said it was about the kids. You said it was about bringing, you want the kids to look at you and see something to follow and
Right.
go forward. The rules have changed. It's not nasty and dirty. Y'all are very pleasant, very nice, and this is something that shows leadership when you're out there on that rink, and these children have something to look up to. Obviously, you're great parents because you talk about your children more than you do. But I don't know about your husbands yet. We haven't met them. And, you got good health
They're pretty
insurance,
awesome
don't
guys.
Yeah.
They're
they?
pretty awesome guys.
They got good health insurance.
yeah.
Definitely.
They do. Honey, let me check out this hip check.
They
Yeah.
have pretty good life insurance too.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is illegal, honey.
Right.
And
Yeah.
did you ever do that? She did.
No,
She
I
did.
haven't.
She did. I can tell by the way
He
she
has
looked.
no bruises.
That you can see. That you can see.
We'll leave that one with the kitty.
Aww. I didn't mean to be.
Anyway.
Jeez.
Rick, I've done well, haven't I?
You've done very well.
I have.
Yes.
And Don out there that's watching this in his place out there in Gant Lake, I'm talking. You know he's watching, right? Okay. We're going to challenge him too. He owns the bowling alley over here. Okay. And it would be great to see strikers on your shirt as well.
Yes, that would
Yes,
be great. We
that
love
would be awesome.
Don's going to love me for that, but I bet you he will. Yeah, Rick works there.
We
He's
would
a,
love to put
Ah.
that on our
Yeah.
t-shirts.
Perfect.
and Don's very big in supporting the community as well at Kid
Good.
Strikers. So this is a sport that I think will encourage children and be a lot of fun. And we want to be a huge part of it. Just use us. Don't abuse us.
Yeah. Better
But,
watch what you say to roller derby girls.
Yeah, boy, and oh, never mind. But we'll definitely want to come out. We'll talk to you about coming out to video, y'all, and get some interviews with you as you're doing
Okay.
this. This won't be your last time here.
Awesome.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So, folks, once again, you can go to www.facebook.com and go to I don't have my glasses on.
Sweet Home Wreckers.
Records. And like them on Facebook.
Please.
Please do. They're nice ladies. And how can somebody get hold of you otherwise?
We'll put some contact info on the website. We haven't updated it with our contact information, but our practices, we have practices every Saturday from 9 till 11 at Op Skating Rink. And they're closed practices, So not for just like spectators, but if you want to come and try it out and see if Derby might be for you and hang out with us and see how awesome we are, because everybody is just great. Everybody on our team is awesome.
And the skating rink also has beverages and food to sit down and watch.
Yes.
So y'all can come out and really have a great time out there with these ladies. Anything else you want to share with us?
I just want to thank Kat from Bad Kitties from doing our awesome shirts.
Come
Awesome
around
shirts.
front here.
Okay.
We got to do this. Okay.
Oh, are we going to do a hip check?
Yeah, let's
Grab
do
your
this.
mic thing.
Yes.
Operate the camera, please. All right. We're gonna. Okay.
Okay.
Come over here. See if they can get
I'll
this.
let Dawn do the hip check.
Okay. I'm so much better on the other side. Okay, are you ready?
You gotta zoom out.
I got it zoomed out as far as
Okay. All right. This is your shirt here.
Yes.
And who made that?
Kat at Bad Kitties, next to Andalusian Music.
Cat at Bad Kitties.
Yes.
Okay. All right, folks. This is my right hip. If you hear of Eddie having hip replacement in the next, what are you laughing at, Rick?
You have to bowl tonight, so let's be gentle.
Oh yeah. Oh, be gentle.
I'll be easy.
She's gonna be easy.
I'll be
It's not
easy.
too bad. You'll see.
I'm not on skates. So, are you ready? Seriously? Okay, you got to get in derby stance though.
You gotta get low.
You got to get low like you're doing a squat.
Oh, boy. I may never get up.
There you go.
Okay, you got to get, and then you just hip check just like that.
Are you gonna show the shoulder check too?
Okay. I won't make you get, well, okay. Get down, and then you just shoulder check just like that. I'll be easy.
She was.
That
Ladies,
time.
thank you all for coming on.
Thank you so much. for
Appreciate
having
it.
us.
Again, Derby right here in
Definitely.
Covington County. God bless y'all. Folks, thanks for tuning in. And I think I might make it to bowling tonight, Rick. He's my team captain. God bless y'all. Remember,
Keep it real.
keep God in it. God bless you. See you tomorrow morning right here where Randy Franklin's going to be our guest.